really cool.
Thanks so much, Andy. Each month we like to highlight a nonprofit doing great work in the community.
That's right. Today we shine a light on the Miracle Foundation, which is striving to help orphans around the world live happy, healthy lives. And joining us now is the founder of that organization, Caroline Boudreau. Welcome to Great Day.
Thank you. Glad to be here with you guys. Thanks for having me.
You know, there are more than 8 million orphans around the world. And you started an organization with a goal of helping all of them. Tell me about that.
Well, I didn't really mean to start the organization. I was traveling with my friend in India, and she was sponsoring a little boy, and she wanted to go meet him. And of course, I thought the whole thing was baloney. I thought there was no way the kid was real. But we end up in this really remote part of India, in this village, and met the little boy she'd been sponsoring in good faith. And we're in this village, and we get invited to one of the directors' houses for dinner. It was Mother's Day in the United States. So I'd gotten up early, called my mom, went to the village and worked in that 119-degree heat all day, and then went to this guy's house for dinner and walked into his orphanage. And you found 110 bald, filthy, empty-looking children. It really felt like a concentration camp. And we had dinner with them, and they gave us chicken, and they gave the children rice, which is why they were bald, because they didn't have any protein. And I picked up this little baby girl. You know, I never forgot for a second that it was Mother's Day. And I picked her up, and they just pushed themselves into you. And I sang her to sleep, and I went to put her in her room, and I walked into her room and found these wooden beds, these splintered, you know, wooden beds. I wouldn't lay a dog on that bed. And you know, to put these little orphan children on these wooden beds that night, I just thought, somebody's got to help these children. And so I came back to the United States and started the Miracle Foundation 19 years ago on Mother's Day. And we are doing great. We take care of, we have about 167 orphanages globally and 10,500 children, and our goal is to empty them. The way you solve the orphan crisis is you get them a good parent. And that is what the Miracle Foundation does.
And how do you guys do that? How does it all work?
So we initially go into work with existing orphanages. We partner with governments, we partner with orphanages, and we work to help them get home. So a lot of kids you find have a mom or a dad that are just too poor to care for them. And so, I mean, a simple micro loan, a cow, helping them fix their roof, you're paying for school. There are things that you can do to get children out of the institutions and into a good family.
And you try to drive home the point that there are real and lasting consequences to a child who's grown up in an institution like an orphanage.
Exactly. You know, we support some great orphanages, and I know people have seen orphanages and been to orphanages and say, no, my orphanage that I love is great. It's not great. Ask any child, and they'll tell you they don't want to be there. They want to look like everybody else. They want people that care for them that aren't paid to care for them. And, you know, children as young as 8 are on the committee to decide where they go.
Wow.
They know. Ask an 8-year-old. They know where they want to go. They have the right to participate in these decisions that affect them.
So how can we as citizens help the Miracle Foundation?
Well, it's time to join the movement. You know, it's time to say, you know, we've done it with HIV/AIDS. We stopped the spread of HIV/AIDS. We've got people have more clean water than we've ever had on the history of the planet. You know, lifespans are up. Things are just really, we've quit the smoking in bars things. I mean, we know how to do a movement and end the way we care, I mean, change the way we care for kids, and that's what we're trying to do. So you can go to miraclefoundation.org and join our movement and support a kid. It costs about $1,260 to empower a child to go home. And have a family.
Small price to pay for a child to go home. Caroline, before you go, we do have a special surprise for you. Our partners at Eastern's Automotive Group are dedicated to helping others on the road to a better community, so they would like to give you this check for $2,500.
Wow, thank you.
How do you feel? You weren't expecting that, were you?
I wasn't. I really wasn't. Thank you so much. This goes a long way. Thank you very, very much.
Well, we thank you for your heart and your soul and all of the time you've devoted to this. So thank you so very much. And check out the Miracle Foundation, and thank you to Eastern's Automotive Group.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more right after this.